From a very young age, I've been interested in trying to understand reality from an unconventional and unusual point of view. Perhaps because I've always thought that this could not be all there was, that there was more to discover, and I've never stopped since. I've searched and ranged in different areas, supernatural and scientific ones, always with very big questions and quite reductive answers. It was often a frustrating search, sometimes a compelling and challenging one, but I never gave up and the questions increased, and with them also the nagging issue: how can I do this? How can I do that? When will I be able to grasp something? Impatience, spiritual anxiety, and also refusal to live a normal life like everyone else, based on a daily routine with normal things to do. I would isolate myself and seek answers in philosophies, metaphysics, masters or supposed masters, techniques and various connections. I was not trying everything, but I was trying to investigate and experiment outside, thinking that these tools could help me broaden my faculties in order to have a more complete vision of life, of the meaning of what one chooses, of the path one has walked, and of the future to be walked. Little or nothing I actually managed to achieve. Conclusion? In time I discovered that I had so much to work inside me to identify, digest, transmute, limiting beliefs, modes of behavior to be improved, blocked feelings, suffering dragged out over the years. Like you indeed, and like everyone, we are all on a similar journey. Some prefer to travel with their eyes closed, others open them from time to time and close them again. Some open them halfway, others keep them open from the start. The more I opened my eyes, the more I realized that I hadn't understood much of anything, that I couldn't find the answers I was looking for or inner peace if I didn't start really looking inside myself. What a drag! To have the feeling of being potentially divine and to feel small, without an instruction manual, thrown in here seemingly without a purpose. Sure, if you have been able to listen this far, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you move on and disconnect here. The audio becomes more challenging to listen to. Yep, this is where the tough part begins. It's no longer about going on courses, learning techniques, or playing with stones. Now, it's time to feel who you are inside. Apply what you have learned and start yourself on the path of introspection to finally identify and unlock what is not allowing you to feel at peace with yourself. Restless, swinging, eager for knowledge, and impatient with life and the path. The more I ran, the less progress I made. The faster I wanted to go, the less I got. Has this happened to you? Those like me who want to get things done and sort them out straight away, as I said in the previous podcast, leave no room for the flow, for the current of events, for letting life take care of you and keep getting in the way of life's purpose. This I learned. It cost me an Herculean effort to understand the mechanism. Perhaps I will explain it better when I'll talk about the aspect of the masculine and the feminine, two aspects that should be perfectly in balance in the human being, but never quite are. If, like me, you continue to interfere in your life process because of the anxiety of not wasting time and moving fast, you will go slow and get more frustrated. My experience, not integrated yet, is to slow down and keep your gaze inside yourself constantly, because from there you can interpret what is outside with that gaze and find that it reflects exactly, symbolically and synchronically what you are being. A step inside, a limiting aspect of you overcome inside will trigger a reaction of changing conditions outside. The theater outside, the behavior of the actors you have chosen to understand and transcend the situation will vary according to your inner breakthrough. So I invite you to open those inner eyes and analyze what you would like to change about yourself, what limits you, your fears, what repeats in your life the same, because therein lies the key to your evolution. Just by identifying the aspect that is hindering you, you have already done a lot. When you give it a name, Like a mirage, that aspect of you that Jung called the shadow lights up and disappears. You'll transcend it and move on. It is a magical process, an initiation of the self that brings great satisfaction. I would like to tell you that I'm there, that after so many self-initiations I have transcended enough to feel that this is enough. But I cannot. I'm not there yet. I'm only at the beginning. The more I identify, understand and transcend of myself, the more I discover. Again, it is a spiral process that has no end. But I can assure you that if you embark on it, you will feel alive. You will be enriched with the greatest treasure that is, because you will slowly rediscover your forgotten essence, and you will connect more and more with your deepest self. Some call it higher self, great self, spirit guide. In reality, it's still us, but tending towards constant perfection as we get more and more in touch with our divinity. I could not tell you anything other than try, do, enter, embark on this inner journey, because it is worth it, and the reward is always greater than the effort applied. When the process of introspection becomes part of the automatic daily routine, you can constantly feel that vital spark that leads you to improve and to be in the world with a different enthusiasm, with peace and serenity, facing daily challenges, knowing that everything is perfect, everything makes sense, and if we let the teaching come to us, if we give ourselves permission to understand and integrate it, we will have taken another step forward for ourselves, with ourselves and in ourselves. If we are well, everyone around us will feel floated by our mission. I believe that today, more than ever, this is a good goal to achieve. The rougher the road, the slower we will go. Will we know how to do it? I am still learning, or rather unlearning what I knew, in order to learn how to handle a new dynamic. Trial and error for me. So many times that doubt assails me. But I continue. Good work, everyone.